Welcome to Jardine Performance Products. We're about to do an install on an '09 Kawasaki KX450. Our master technician Chris is currently removing the side panels. We stress if you're not an adequate mechanic to have a professional shop do this for you. Removal of the side panel. Alright, we've removed the side panel. The next step is to remove the muffler part of the factory exhaust system. Today what we're going to be installing is an RT99 Jardine exhaust, newly developed. As you can tell, the KX450 does not have the factory rear wheel on it. We use that wheel for dyno testing. We'll show you some results on that later, as well as some track time. One of the other additions we'll be doing today is installing one of our ProTune 3 fuel cards. This bike is fuel injected, and as with carbureted bikes, anytime you change anything with the exhaust or intake, it's always a good idea to take a look at jetting. Our instructions are complete and detailed. Any additional hardware that is required for our systems is included in our kit. Looking down here, you'll see the top image is the S-bend. The lower image is our head pipe. Right next to the head pipe is our ProTune 3 fuel management. What you can see on our head pipe is this cool little bottle. First off, that thing is going to give you bragging rights at the track. What does it do for you? Well, it does a couple of things. Gives you a little more bottom end, reduces the sound a little bit by about a decibel, which is pretty important in our sport these days. And on top of it, from other pro riders that have done some testing for us, they tell us it gives you instantaneous throttle response. Did I say? And right here is our RT99 can. It's an aluminum can with a stainless steel end piece for durability out there on the track. Okay, we've already removed the rear part of the muffler along with the S-bend. We're taking off the head pipe. Head pipe's pretty straightforward. Always a good idea to do this when the motor's cool. Here we go. We're putting the flange on our head pipe, and we're inserting the end piece into our head pipe. Now what this does for a rider, when this is all bolted in, let's say you're at the track and you're going handlebar to handlebar with somebody, and you guys rub a little closer than you wanted to, and you put a dent in that head pipe, smash something. You can actually take this head pipe off without removing the bolts off the studs as we showed you earlier on the stock system. It's just a quick release setup. A lot of people like that put a lot of time in racing. It just makes maintenance a little bit easier. So what we'll do is we'll put the two bolts on those studs loosely, and we won't tighten up anything until we have the entire system on the bike. It makes installation. If you look down, you can see a little tab hanging off the head pipe on the bottom. There's one on top as well. Those are where some springs are going to go, and they get pulled to that flange. We're trying to get our hands in there. You can see our tech is using a spring puller. It makes the job a lot easier. You can pick those tools up at any shop, relatively cheap, and they'll save you lots and lots of band-aids from bloody knuckles. Don't ask how we know this. Okay, so you see that the spring is hooked to the flange, and our tech pulls it on and nails the tech. S-bend is installed. We've designed it to use the factory bolt to hold it in place. Right here you can tell it's kind of a rounded spacer. We have two of them, a small one and a larger one. And let's see, I'm not even sure which one goes in the back. Let's find out. We put the larger one in the rear, smaller one in the front. If for some reason you're going moto and you run into somebody or have a bad get-off, pipes generally take a lot of abuse. So this pipe, if it gets hit, you come up short on something, the bike goes over, do a crazy flying W, and the pipe hits the dirt. That spacer, the spacers that are rounded, will allow the pipe to take the hit and move. So you will have to go back out to your truck or van or whatever mode of transportation you use, loosen that nut up or that bolt up and realign it. But the beautiful thing is it's not rigid, because if you put in a flat washer and you tighten it up, something's going to give. You're either going to break the pipe or break something on the bike. So we thought this was a pretty ingenious idea to keep things from being broken Here we are. RT99 exhaust installed, side fired up. Let you listen to it, and we're going to do a couple of dyno pulls.